Let us now record the incidents and the evidences that we have, which the regulators are going to ask when it comes to audits, when it comes to complaints. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on data privacy. We are going to talk about incident reports and evidences. The regulators are going to ask you for it. So let's start the discussion. What are the incident evidences? Regulators are more interested in looking at your logs, and they want to reconstruct the timelines based on the logs. If you say I don't have logs, if you say I don't have screenshots, if you say I don't have an evidence, then that means there is some issue. If you maintain silence and don't submit evidences, that means perhaps you are not even ready to control the incident. Because even if generally, if you have anything related to IT, even if you have anything related to manual security also, you have a register there, visitor register there, right? It's not absolutely open-ended. So what counts as evidence here is broadly classified into four categories: detection, decision, communication, and action and closure. So incident happened, we called it a breach. Let's talk about how do we classify that and how do we study that. So we say there is a set of records that show the detection, then what decisions were taken, how were they communicated, and how was it closed. Let's get into details. So when we say detection, when was the incident first known? What time? Date and time, of course. Time means date and time. How was it detected? What was the source of incident detection? Right? Because there has to be a way how you came to know about it. And who acknowledged it? Who is the owner of that area of business? There has to be someone responsible for it. So let's get into the detection part first. Once we know how it got detected, when it got detected, who detected it, what decisions were taken? Did you do harm assessment? What was breached? What was the impact? Did you check any notifications? When did you send notifications? Did you escalate to anyone? Who was supposed to escalate? The owner. Who escalated? We need to know that, right? We are documented. We are just creating an evidence. So decisions must be recorded when they were taken and not when you have to sit down and explain. And this is a very important factor because when you are in a panic, you take decision. That's fine. But if you don't get it recorded immediately, then you have to reconstruct the entire story. And with your regulators and the impact sitting on your head, reconstruction may spoil it further. And the biggest challenge is, does it leave anything still open for the next incident to happen? That could be risky. Communication and action closure records. Communication. What about the internal and external communications? When I say internal, it's to the team who was handling the team, the executive team, the team who would now handle it when grievances would come in. And when I talk of external communication, it's communicating to the outside world, largely data principles to begin with. The market in general can know about it whenever. That can become a news whenever it has to. Right? Update to the data protection board. When did you update the data protection board? Very, very important. And what updates were given to the internal team, to the external teams, principals, and data protection board, and external teams or internal teams, whichever way you want to put them into, your processors and sub-processors also fall over there, right? So, content and timing, action and closure record. What action did you take to dissolve or resolve the situation? Were there any remedial actions to ensure that it does not occur again? And what was the outcome of it? Was the outcome recorded? Do we have a closure confirmation? Right? These things need to be documented and these are evidences. And when an auditor comes in, when the board comes in, and you have all these set right, a lot of things get solved without even getting escalated. Even when the impacted party would come and they would see that you have done a beautiful job in recording things, they may still not be happy, obviously, because they've lost things, but they would not be as sad as well. What regulators usually ask for? They ask for, when did you first become aware? Right? The detection part. How did you assess the harm? The detection part. What actions were taken? What decisions did you take to control this? Control what? First the breach itself, incident itself, and then the impact also. Why did you choose to notify or not notify whatever action you took? Why? And what was the notification? And when did you notify that? So it's important for notification. Why, what, when? You can't ignore either of these. What changed after the incident? Incident has happened. What changed? What change are you expecting? I am expecting a change so that the incident does not happen again. It's very simple, right? So finally, what are the some of the mistakes that can happen in such evidence cases? The logs are not proper, they are backdated. That means they are not even related to the incident. Decisions are retrospectively recorded, and that's what I said earlier also. Then there are chances that you might record the wrong things. Screenshots are there without the context, and sometimes screenshots without the date and time stamp lose their relevance. Evidence is not stored centrally. Ideally, it should be stored centrally at one place. It should not be that a board comes in, a regulator, auditor comes in and asks you for something, and then you start, do you have it? I give you a copy. Where did you keep it? No, it has to be there at a central place. With what else? Tell me. Important. Role-based access to that central place where you have evidence. Encryption to the evidence also. You cannot take a risk with the evidence. Very weak records is a weak defense. Be very, very careful. Evidence is very important in everything. It is how you prove that you were ready. Shows your readiness and builds your credibility in the system. That's about the DPDP incident records and evidences. To keep talking about DPDP and privacy more, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share your feedback. If you have any queries, concerns on any topic related to privacy, please put them in the comments. I'll respond back to you at the earliest. Thank you.